Welcome. I'm Reverend Jane Coley with you on a virtual CSL. And tomorrow will be the full talk, but this talk is about the big cleanup, the virus. And I just got back from traveling over in Scotland for 7 days where we had to come back early. They'd had no cases there. There were hardly any travelers. So we were able to go, my family and I, 19-year-old, 21-year-old, and my husband, and we did a full 1,000 miles in Scotland. So every day we did 12 to 14-hour days, just driving around the countryside. It was beautiful, wholesome. It was like this window, this portal into the most perfect vacation you could imagine, where the whole beach was yours, where there were very few people in the restaurant, and the service was exceptional. And throughout that trip, because everyone was talking about everywhere you went, I realized the psychological effect on myself. So I started to really look at that and think, what do I need to clean up? And what came to me were these three aspects of the big cleanup, the virus. One was the urgency to purge. People are being brought back into their homes to nurture themselves, to focus on themselves, to create this form of self-love and to purge, to go through corners, to paint things, to let go of the things in their closet, and to connect with their family. So there is this element of almost like the silver lining to the virus. And I saw that happening over there when I was in the UK. And I certainly am feeling it since we're in our 14-day quarantine now that I'm back home. And with the physical body, I wanted to point out that all around your umbilical cord, like just outside of your belly button, if you rub that, that will stimulate your immune system, and up underneath your armpits and up under here, your lymphatic drain. So I think it's our social responsibility right now to be on our game, to be energizing ourselves, doing some brisk walks, getting outside in the fresh air, because it is this big purge. And for me, the greatest gift that came from traveling in Scotland was, as you would imagine, when we came back, the travel day was long. We drove 14 hours just to get our rental car back by 10 at night, I think we left at 6:30 in the morning. And then what ended up happening was, the next day, we left at 4:30 in the morning from our hotel room, and we got home in Colorado at 12:30 a.m. that next morning. And so endurance became very big for me, especially all the travel days. So this level of building endurance, and building endurance is also about each of us being responsible for our own health and well-being, and building and strengthening ourselves. And I've been doing the 38 energization exercise. I'm a member of it. I love them, highly recommend them. So these three aspects that came to me were: one, to purge, go through your closets, clear it out, open up to this. God is our source, but we have to be this open, receptive vessel. Building endurance, say, yes, we're going to, in our thoughts, not overeat the media, and to allow ourselves to inspire ourselves, even in this moment when we can't see. This is when faith is the most important. I believe this is what Catherine Ponder meant when she said, give faith offerings, where you give in advance of receiving. I see this is all about faith now, to know that we are supported, that you are who you've been waiting for, that it's up to us. It's our social responsibility now that we have this in-breath, this time to really look and clear out things in our lives that aren't working, and to build this endurance and to connect within. I have noticed painting, I tend to connect within. It's just been beautiful. And that is part of the psychological effect too, because you're painting, your thoughts are coming through, and as they're streaming, I'm getting new ideas. I get, drink more vinegar. Have a lemon. There's this great remedy. It's 4 cups of water, 2 lemons, 1 cup of honey, and 2 tablespoons of cider vinegar. fantastic remedy for your immune system. It's all about proactive rather than reactive, and still would enhance no matter what if you had actually come in contact with the virus. Anything that's going to boost your immune is going to be a plus, as well as, of course, your attitude, what you're thinking, what you're feeding yourself during those times. So my son got injured when we were over there in Scotland, and he ended up getting stitches, and we were in the hospital, and it took, a good hour to get it done and flushed out, and he hurt his hand. And what I realized from that, again, was this level of keeping myself strong in my thoughts, knowing that he was safe, knowing that things would work out better than I had planned. And as it was, they were just wonderful with him there. And I realized we were able to go back to our family castle. Yes, I have a family castle. Yes. The McCullough clan has a castle at Cardenas Castle down in the lower part of Scotland, and Cardenas Castle is near Dumfries. And anyway, it was like this powerful moment where it was closed for the season, didn't open till April the 1st. So we jumped the fence, and it was just this little fence, and we ran up there and we took our pictures by the sign saying the McCullough clan. And it was like you could feel the ancestors. And that made me realize, because we saw so many castles over there, there were dungeons, there was like, you knew that these people had gone through plagues. They had gone through horror, terror. They had gone through pillaging. And so I realized in that we are being asked to build this endurance, to be strong within ourselves, to be warriors. You are who we've been waiting for. So I say purge and build your endurance. And of course, connect within, because that divine aspect of us is what keeps us strong in this time, knowing that God is our source financially. Somehow, some way, from unexpected income, money is flowing. You are in the flow. And that's the whole thing with cleaning and purging. You are in the state of flow. So I say, rise up. You are who we've been waiting for. Be well, strengthen yourself, work on your immune, work those points in through your lymphatic, your armpit, down by your belly button. Get out and get a bit of fresh air. And I say, until then, if you want to get the full talk, join in tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, and keep that mind of yours focused and strong. Lots of love to all. Have a blessed day.